Good morning, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues and friends. My name, as you have been told, is Dr. Oluremi Adewale. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to our 2025 International Women's Day event hosted by Women Focus Canada. As the founder and CEO, I invite you to join us to celebrate the resilience, the strengths, and the achievements of women while we're reflecting on how we can create a more inclusive and prosperous future for us all. First, I would like to thank God for his endless grace, for his mercy, for his unfailing love, and for his faithfulness. I also want to thank my family, the organizers, the volunteers, donors, partners, moderators, speakers, the 430 plus people who registered for this event, and of course, our amazing and passionate audience who have made this event possible. Your dedication and hard work brought together a diverse community ready to learn, to engage, and to inspire action. The theme for today is accelerating economic opportunities for women and building an inclusive tomorrow. It is a theme that speaks to both the progress we've made and the critical work that remains. The evidence is clear that empowering women is key to economic growth. Research shows that increasing gender equality could add $150 billion to Canada GDP by 2026, according to McKinsey and Company. Women's full participation in the economy isn't just a matter of fairness. It is a strategic imperative for building a very resilient and prosperous future. And yet, the path forward remains abrupt. Only 16% of small and medium-sized businesses in Canada are owned by women, as cited by Women Entrepreneurship Knowledge Hub 2022. And women are still paid an average of 89 cents for every dollar earned by men, as cited by the Canadian Women's Foundation 2021. Women in racialized and Indigenous communities face even greater barriers. The pandemic further widened these gaps, with many women forced out of workforce due to caregiving responsibilities or job losses to hard-hit sectors like the retail and the hospitality. Now is the time for action. We must invest in women and create an environment where we can thrive. So I ask you today, how do we do that? I have a few suggestions, and I hope you can add to this. First, we must increase access to capital and resources for women entrepreneurs. Although women-led businesses are growing at double the rate of men-led businesses, however, they receive less than 4% of venture capital fund, as cited in Female Funders and Mach Discovery District 2021. We need to close this gap in order to unlock their full potential. Secondly, we must adopt workplace policies that promote gender equity, including flexible work arrangements, mentorship programs, and pay equity. When workplaces are inclusive, every one of us benefits from that. Thirdly, we must focus on education and skill development, especially in high-demand fields like technology, like healthcare, and clean energy. Women represent just 23% of the tech workforce in Canada, according to Brookfield Institute 2020. And that number must grow if we want to stay competitive in a very rapidly evolving economy. As Women Focus Canada, we embody these principles and we are committed to supporting and uplifting women. For example, as part of our program today, we will be announcing that Women Focus Canada is giving $500 scholarship each to 2 nursing students in Canada to support their education. I know I am greatly looking forward to hear from these winners and celebrate their commitment to helping others. However, we cannot carry out such important work without the support of our donors and our partners. If you or your organization is interested in championing our mission to end poverty in Canada, please do reach out. We welcome your support. In the meantime, I will leave you with some inspiration. Here are just a few Canadian women who are breaking barriers and leading the way. Dr. Nadine Caron, the first Indigenous woman to graduate for UBC's medical school. She is transforming healthcare for Indigenous communities and fighting for equity in the medical field. Also, we have Claudette McGowan, a leader in the Canadian tech industry. She is the CEO of Protexta and a cybersecurity expert who is working to close the diversity gap in technology while supporting women to advance in tech careers. These women are so many, but these are just few. And this show the proof that change is possible and it starts with us. They remind us that accelerating economic opportunity for women isn't just a goal, it is already happening. As we move forward, let's commit to being champion of that change that we want. If you are a business leader, think about how your organization can foster gender equity. If you identify as a man, you are an important ally. Use your voice and influence to support women's advancement and unlock their potential. If you are a woman striving to grow, remember that your journey inspires others. I will leave you with a quote from a Canadian astronaut and Governor General, Julie Payette. She said, "Be curious, ask questions, try things, learn every single day. And when you fall, because you will, try to fall forward and get up again." Let's break the barriers. Let's lift each other up and build a future filled with possibility. Together, we can create a truly inclusive tomorrow for everyone. Thank you so much for listening.